Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today, my dad and I are starting seeds for our spring-summer 2025 garden. First things first, we have to get snapdragons planted. So instead of just doing one small section of this flat, there's how many pods are per flat?
About 240.
So we're gonna plant hopefully 240 snapdragon plants in this particular flat. That's a lot of snapdragons.
It's closer to 300, yeah.
My dad has the system all figured out. So he already made soil blocks for us earlier. He put them into this flat tray. He's using this skewer with the pointed end to create holes in each like tiny block. He wets the other end, the non-sharp end of the skewer, puts a seed into the soil block, and that's how we're sowing all of the seeds. Personally, I find it easier to just do it by hand, do it with my fingers, so that's what I'm gonna do. Snapdragon seeds are so microscopic. It's very tempting not to just throw them in.
We're going to plan B, guys.
Yeah, because I can't tell how many I'm putting.
Hold it.
What is that?
Some seeds from last year.
Oh my god. Throw them in there, see what happens. That's
Okay.
so bad.
This is gonna be the.
Wait, what seed is that?
It's probably a ground cover. It's either creeping thyme or speedwell.
Well, I feel like our snapdragons are gonna get choked out then.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem with stuff not growing in this one.
Here, we gotta get it right.
You have any more?
Yes, right there.
More seed packs?
Yep. So those are from snapdragons that I grew in 2022. So hopefully they grow. But I saved the seed myself. That's our kind of garden. Is it happening?
Yeah, it's happening. The end. Ta-da! Oh. What's that?
All right, so next step is adding vermiculite to the top. Dad read that this helps prevent mold.
Yeah, I guess it would be mold. Yep. Would it be mold or mildew? It would be mold.
No, Miklo. I have my two precious helpers. Miklo. Miklo, look.
Miklo, food. Food. Food.
And I have my sweet Mia. Mia. You say hi, baby girl. Hi. Today, I'm working on getting some more seeds started. The other day, I went to a couple weeks ago now, I was at my dad's house and we seeded a ton of stuff for this year's vegetable garden. We got hot peppers, bell peppers in, we got tomatoes started, both cherry and Romas. We started, what else? A ton of snapdragon flower seeds. We just threw those all over the tray. It was very chaotic, but we basically focused on the vegetables. Today I'm at home, I've got some time, and so I thought I would get some of the flowers started. This year I was able to go to a seed swap at my work. We hosted a seed swap and I was able to get a bunch of annual flowers, perennial flower seeds. I've also had a lot of stuff in my collection. I would say probably 70% of what I've seeded this year has come from collection from years past. And so some stuff is germinating, some isn't, but I figure I've got space this year in the garden. I'm really expanding it, and so why not start as much as I can? All right, so this morning I've already started these. I've gotten some carnations, Texas bluebonnet, key lime marigold, Canterbury bells, and then I also just started some sweet pea. I do think it's a little too late in the year to start sweet peas, but I soaked them for 24 hours and I've got the seeds, so I figure why not just give it a go and see what happens. Left to do, I've got petunias to seed, Johnny Jump Up violas, some limoncello lemon balm, which I'm really excited about, some annual chamomile, Shasta daisy, and then what I'm most excited for are these loofah gourds. I actually think I'm not gonna do these in soil blocks. The seeds are so big. So here, let me show you. This is how big the seeds are. So I think I'm gonna put them in like little pots so that I don't have to disturb them, because I anticipate them, I don't know, I just feel like they're gonna get pretty big. These seeds are a couple years old, the gourds, or the loofah, so hopefully they germinate. Also, look at my little angels. They love napping in the sunroom. So this is Miklo. He didn't even wake up when I said that. Oh, there it goes. And this is my Mia. Hi, my Mia. Hi, my Mia girl. And out here are the future garden beds. I got everything seeded that I want in this tray. I'm gonna top dress it with some more seed starter mix, water it down, and then we're gonna get started on these. I went to the shed and grabbed some of these pots that I'm gonna start these two seeds in. I forgot to mention this one earlier. I have here prickly pear cactus seeds that my mom and I bought at a national park gift shop when we were in Saguaro National Park this past October. And so I think I'm gonna go ahead and, well, maybe I'll start half the packet. I was gonna say maybe I'll start the whole packet. Maybe I'll do half in case something tragic happens and I still have a backup. And then we're also gonna go ahead and start all of the loofah seeds. I am gonna start all of these because I bought these back in 2022. So it's time to get rid of them. And if they don't grow, they don't grow. Do you wanna know, I don't know if you're supposed to put soil on the top of this, but some of the seeds that I have in here are too big for these blocks. So this is the only soil block that I have. I'm just borrowing it from my dad. I'm not buying something special, so. Okay, and just like that, we have prickly pear and loofah gourds seeded. I'm gonna keep them separated by tray because I am just dealing with recycled tags and I don't feel like labeling all of them. I feel like they're different enough that once they sprout, I'll be able to remember. And thankfully, I'm a YouTuber, so I can look back and look if I completely forget. All right, these are going to live over here on this little table that we have. I don't have a heat mat, but this is our sunroom. It gets really good indirect light and stays pretty warm during the day. So I'm hoping that it's good enough and the seedlings are resilient enough to deal with my seed starting setup.